The sun hung low over the firing range, dust motes drifting lazily through the golden rays. Soldiers moved with precision, rifles cradled expertly in arms honed by years of training. Amidst them, Corporal Lila Monroe adjusted her gloves, quietly preparing ammunition crates for the exercise. Whispers followed her. "Just an ammo clerk," someone muttered. "She doesn't belong out here." The words were sharp, cutting through the nervous hum of the early morning drills. Lila's jaw tightened not in anger, but in anticipation. She had heard this before. But today, she would prove them all wrong. Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you're rewatching from. I love knowing who's listening. She had spent countless nights alone, practicing in secret. Targets, distances, wind calculations, breath control, every factor memorized, tested, and mastered. Nobody knew. They didn't have to. Being underestimated was her advantage. Every smirk, every rolled eye, fueled her focus. Today wasn't about proving a point, it was about perfection. About respect earned in the only way that mattered. Performance. The drill began. Elite marksmen, some decorated, some feared, stepped onto the range. Their rifles gleamed in the sunlight, their eyes sharp, confident. The commanding officer announced a timed precision exercise. One that had humbled even the most seasoned soldiers in the unit. Lila's hand shook slightly as she positioned herself. It's not from fear, but from adrenaline. She had trained for this, every moment of doubt sharpening her instincts rather than dulling them. Her first shot rang out. A clean hit, bullseye. Heads turned. Whispers of disbelief rippled through the assembled soldiers. She adjusted her stance, exhaled slowly, and fired again. Another perfect hit. And another. One by one, Lila's rounds found the targets with a precision that seemed impossible. The elite marksman tried to match her, but something about her rhythm, her timing, and her unwavering focus gave her an edge no one anticipated. Every shot was deliberate, every movement calculated. Dust rose from the ground with each bullet's impact, sunlight glinting off brass casings, creating a surreal atmosphere of suspended tension. Soldiers' murmurs grew louder, blending into a chorus of awe and disbelief. "She can't be real," one veteran whispered. "Who trained her like this?" Her mind was calm, a stark contrast to the chaos around her. Lila focused not on the humiliation she had suffered over the years, nor on the eyes staring in disbelief. She focused on the target, on the breath, on the perfect execution. Each shot reinforced her resolve. She was not just an ammo clerk. She was a marksman, a strategist, a silent force no one had expected. By the halfway point, the elite soldiers were faltering. The commanding officer's brow furrowed, unsure of what he was witnessing. Lila moved seamlessly between positions, adjusting for wind, angle, and distance with near mathematical precision. Her heartbeat was steady, her breathing synchronized with each pull of the trigger. Every bullet was a statement, every hit a silent rebuttal to the years of mockery she had endured. Then came the final challenge, a series of moving targets at an extended distance. The most difficult part of the exercise, designed to separate the skilled from the extraordinary. Lila squared her shoulders, her eyes narrowing as the targets began to shift. A hush fell over the range. The other soldiers fired frantically, their pride fueling panic, while Lila's hands remained steady, her mind clear. One by one, her bullets struck true. The moving targets fell with flawless accuracy. Gasps and stunned silence filled the air. The elite marksmen lowered their rifles, faces pale, realization dawning that the clerk they had dismissed had outperformed them all. The commanding officer stepped forward, voice steady but tinged with disbelief. "Corporal Monroe, exceptional work," he said, the words finally acknowledging her skill and determination. Relief and exhilaration washed over her. The years of quiet preparation, of being underestimated, of enduring whispered doubts and sideways glances, had culminated in this moment. She hadn't needed applause, only opportunity. And in that moment, respect was earned, not demanded, but indisputable. Her colleagues, previously skeptical, now approached with newfound admiration. Some apologized quietly, others simply nodded, acknowledging a truth they had ignored for too long. Lila didn't gloat. She simply collected her gear, her calm demeanor, a reflection of her inner strength. Humility, after all, was part of her power. She had proven herself not to humiliate others. but to show that dedication, preparation, and focus could overturn every expectation. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the range, Lila reflected on the day. Being underestimated had always been part of her advantage. People see what they want to see, underestimate who they don't understand, fail to recognize quiet determination until it manifests in undeniable skill. Because real strength doesn't ask for recognition, it shows itself in moments that matter. Because respect is not given, it is earned, shot by shot, in silence and precision. If this story inspired you, comment below. I read every single one. Subscribe to Whispered Words for more stories of unexpected heroism, unmatched skill, and silent determination that changes the course of history.